World Bank ends nuclear ban. Industry rejoices. Guess what? Since 1959, the World Bank has had a strict no nuclear rule, zero funding for nuclear power. But now the tide has turned. World Bank says, we're back in the nuclear game. Plans include extending the life of existing reactors, upgrading grids and infrastructure, investing in small modular reactors SMRs. The goal? Make nuclear the reliable backbone of clean energy. US and Germany. Policy reversal champs. Germany's new government now supports nuclear, no longer blocking France's push for EU nuclear equality. Trump jumps in too. Plans to start 10 major reactors by 2030 and quadruple US nuclear output by 2050. Wall Street's take: by 2050, the US nuclear buildout may be 24% larger than China's current plan. America wants to be the nuclear king. Why the push? It's not just climate, it's electricity panic. Electricity demand in developing nations is set to double by 2035. Annual grid investment needs to hit $630 billion, currently only $280 billion. AI's power-hungry data centers are gobbling up electricity like crazy. Nuclear's edge. Stable, zero emissions, 24/7 power unlike solar and wind that depend on the weather. Nuclear comeback, from outcast to star player. After the Fukushima disaster, nuclear power was like a washed-up celeb. But now, it's back in the spotlight. COP28. 30 countries pledge to triple nuclear capacity by 2050. European Investment Bank, quietly warming up to nuclear. Asian Development Bank may follow soon. It's like nuclear power went through a rough teenage phase and finally got the grown-ups' approval. Bottom line, the World Bank lifting its nuclear ban is a game-changer. Nuclear is no longer forgotten prince, but a serious contender for the energy crown. Cameco CCJ, the uranium giant, is cashing in. The nuclear hype isn't just about the US, it's global. US building nuclear, super slow. Cameco's big play, export tech plus uranium. Big news. Cameco profits surge thanks to the Czech Republic's new reactor project. Why? Not just uranium. Cameco owns 49% of Westinghouse, the maker of the AP1000, one of the world's hottest nuclear reactor models. Even South Korea, bidding to build Czech reactors, has to pay Westinghouse a tech license fee. Cameco gets paid either way. Q2 Westinghouse profit cap, plus $170 million. Q1 profit was only $90 million, gives that's nearly double. Bonus. Cameco can still earn via fuel supply and services. Long-term contracts equals long-term money. Nuclear demand spikes everywhere. Germany. Japan wants anti-nuclear quietly coming back. Europe avoiding Russian and Chinese reactors, looking to US tech. Cameco's CFO says, post-Ukraine war, the nuclear game has changed. Global AP1000 adoption equals long-term nuclear marriages. Cameco laughs all the way to the bank. Market reaction, a little late, but strong. Some analysts think investors were slow to catch on, but now, Cameco's stock has doubled, trading at 43x forward earnings. Expensive? Maybe. But with the nuclear megatrend unfolding, it might just be getting started. Key insight. You may not build a reactor yourself, but you can invest in companies that help others do it. Centrus Energy Lao. Uranium's back, baby. Centrus just scored a contract extension from the US Department of Energy worth $110 million, extended through June 2026. What contract? Centrus makes high-assay low-enriched uranium HALEU. Premium nuclear fuel for advanced small reactors. Think future power sources for AI data centers. 20 kilograms deliver in phase 1.90 kilograms due by mid-2025. Now phase 3 begins with an option to extend another 8 years. Important note, the uranium still belongs to the DOE. No, you can't collect it like NFTs. Stock popped plus 5% on Friday, up 17% for the week. Analysts bullish. Price target raised from $145 gives $205. Chart says, stocks up 3x recently. Forward P. E now 56x. Friday's chart shows a sell signal. Consider taking profits and waiting for the next wave. AST Spacemobile ASTS. Skyrocketing literally. Stock surged plus 20% this week, closing at $46 on Friday. Why? Joining the Russell 1000 on June 27 gives funds will be forced buyers. Made peace with rivals, settled with Legato, Viasat, Inmarsat. Secured 45 MHz of mid-band spectrum in the US and Canada. Teamed up with Vodafone to expand in India, helping deliver Digital India, so even grandmas in the mountains can stream TikTok. Ultimate Vision, a global 4G, 5G satellite broadband network. Yes, they want to Wi-Fi the sky. Chart says, stock has doubled. Friday's candle. Gap up. Fade down equals short-term sell signal. Time to lock in gains. AMD. The eternal no to wants the throne. AMD jumped 10% this week, powered by partnerships and chips. Teaming with Microsoft, new Xbox could run AMD chips. AI accelerator surge. MI350 launched, MI400 coming. Rumors. MI400 could power OpenAI plus Oracle's Stargate project. A $500 billion AI infrastructure dream. Strong earnings. Q1 revenue. $7.4 billion plus 36% Joe. Profit beat expectations. Q2 guidance solid. Though U.S. export rules cut gross margin from 54% gives 43%. Valuation and momentum. Forward P/E 22x gives reasonable given AI growth. Analysts hiking targets. Piper Sandler equals $140. Top target equals $200. Time to shine. Me 350 catches up to Nvidia's Blackwell. Me 450 aims to go head-to-head with Nvidia's next-gen Vera Rubin. Backed by big players. Microsoft, Meta, Oracle. Even OpenAI, ex-AI Elon Musk, and Marvel execs showed up at AMD's launch event, chart says. AMD up 70% in 2 months, just broke above the 200-day MA on volume. Looks strong, consider holding or adding. Final words. If nuclear, uranium, and AI chips sound far-fetched, remember, you may not be building the future, but you can invest in those who are, like our content. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring the bell so you never miss the next big story.